Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chaotic Dollhouse, and today we are going to be doing a more in-depth look at this box of figures that I got a few days ago and did the ASMR unboxing video for. I said in the description of that one that I was going to do a more in-depth video on them this weekend, and so here we are. First of all, let me tell you about the whole debacle with shipping and everything. So when I ordered it off of Amazon a few weeks ago, it said it was going to get here between the end of this month, so the 30th, and then the 15th of July. So huge wait gap time already enough. I'm like, okay, well, at least I know it's coming. And then I'm like waiting I get the email saying that it had been like out for delivery and stuff like that. And I'm waiting. And then all of a sudden, like literally a few days ago, our maintenance lady, who was doing something else, ran into my dad when he was going downstairs to go get something, and she said, "Oh, Miriam's got a package downstairs." And my dad came up and he told me, and I'm like, "Oh, I got a package? I don't think I have packages." And we're like, "Well, it couldn't have been my mom, because normally she lets me know when she sends me care packages and stuff." And my best friend hadn't said anything about sending me something. So I'm like, what could possibly be in the package room for me? So I went downstairs, went to the package room, and there was this box wrapped in like blue plastic like wrapping. I'm like, it has my name on it, but I don't know what it is. The return address was like a warehouse. It literally said warehouse and then like what the address was. I'm like, okay. I take it up back up to the apartment, and I open it up, and I open up the box after shredding up the blue paper and everything, and it was my figurines. I'm like, oh my god, they came early! So I immediately opened them and made that ASMR unboxing video because I just had to do it, and I promised myself I was going to do more unboxing videos on this channel at some juncture. So yeah. Also, we were going out to go do something when the package came, so I was just really quickly just like jump cuts and stuff for that. But now that it's the weekend and it's a little more calm here, I can do the more in-depth video and looking through the boxes and things a little more closely. I'm just gonna pull out one box just to like show you everything that comes inside of every single box, because it was a lot of repeats and stuff in every single box, but I will get into the individual figures after that. So just grab a random one here. So this is what the actual box art looks like for like the individual boxes, and there's like the little character thing here, and then like all this information here. It's all in Japanese. I don't understand a word of it. But so in each box was obviously the little character, and then an instruction booklet, which I think is how it explains like how to restring the doll and stuff. And there's all this stuff in here, but again, it's all in Japanese. I can't read it. And then there was a little character card. Every single one of these is different. It's for the doll that's in the actual box, and I dropped something on the floor. And there were these little rhombus thingies. I think these are supposed to be yeah, it says qualified certificate, so I think this is supposed to be like the certificate of authenticity. And The doll, I will say, did not come with the clothing on. The clothing came on in a separate little bag, as you saw in the other video. I would just show everything that was in there, and then I would jump cut and then go to like the doll already dressed, because I dressed the doll off screen. And that was basically pretty much everything that was in each box. And the figures were wrapped up in plastic like this. They had an extra piece of plastic like over their face and under their bangs. I didn't save that because that would have been a little too much for me. That was a little bulky. I just saved the bag that was over the majority of the doll, and then of course the little plastic thing that they sat on, and the twist tie that holds them in. They're definitely not like my McReady action figure, where there's a whole ton of plastic like twist ties holding it onto the little plastic like bed thing. So they were a little slippery trying to put them back on. But yeah, so this little character in particular was actually the one that got me hooked on the set in the first place. And she's just so super cute. This character is called Taro, or Taro, however you pronounce it. And she comes in this cute little purple, like pastel purple, light blue color scheme. She's super cute. And the dress does come off. It's Velcro down the back. And these figures are all ball jointed dolls, so they have elastic in there. So like little knee joints. They got like the little beans, I guess you could call them, the like bean joints in there. Their elbows are actually extremely tiny. They're like super duper tiny. Let me see if I can roll her sleeve up enough so you can see it. I don't know how blurry that is, but yeah, that's super teeny tiny little elbow. Putting the clothes on these dolls was a little difficult because of how small they are, and a lot of the clothes, like especially the sleeves, like it would be like one sleeve had elastic in the cuff and then the other one wouldn't, which I thought was kind of weird. So like you would be like struggling to get the sleeve over one doll's hand, and then like you would do the other sleeve and it would just slide right over their hand, no big deal. And I'm just like, that's kind of odd. But the clothes are really well done. They're super duper cute, and the hair is molded on. The bangs can actually come off, and I guess that means you're able to take the back of the hair off too, so you can like do something like the head piece and stuff, probably to like tighten the elastics if they're starting to get loose and stuff. But that's future me's problem. And another cute little thing I noticed is that they have little stars on their palms. It's so cute. It's kind of like little paw pads. And then like their little feet kind of look like little paw feet. They're super cute. They also have like little kitty cat noses. She has a fang sticking out from under her top lip, but I don't know why my camera's being so blurry about it. It's like, no, you can't see that. You can't see any of that. And they have inset eyes, so you can see the shine there. You can see like her eyes are like inside her head, which I think is pretty cute. And she's got like little sparkles on her cheeks and stuff. It's super cute. And I probably am not gonna keep like their like character names that are on the boxes, like Taro and Milkshake and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna give them like actual names. Like I was thinking that this little cutie right here would either be Tina or Tilly, because I think it's super cute. And then I was gonna name all the other dolls based off of maybe like the first letter of what their like product name is or something like that. I might keep Sakura's name though, because that's just, I like the name. I like the word Sakura. That's cherry blossom. It's super cute. So Yeah, that one was Taro, and this one right here, and this one, she was, this little figure right here is the one where she actually had a two-piece um clothing set. She has little bloomers, and then she has like a little shirt that I thought was super cute, the little heart sewn on the front. Her color scheme is like yellow and pink, and then her silver and gray hair, which I think is kind of cute. Her name is, let me see what the box says, Muse Choco. Not entirely sure what the naming strategy was for that one, but she's definitely going to get a name change later. Um, don't know what I want to name her yet, but I really like her little pigtails. She's basically the same thing as Taro. Ball jointed doll, same thing. And the bangs come off to do do stuff with the head and things. And but her little face, she has like a little heart-shaped nose, and her mouth is open and like a little smile. And she's got little buck teeth. It's so cute. And her eye color is actually like blue and green. It's really pretty. I really like that. And yeah, I love her so much. I like the little bangs coming down this to frame her face is super cute too. And yeah, she has the same stuff in her box as Taro, like instruction manual and stuff like that. And another thing I noticed about like the clothing for the dolls was that when I was trying to like get the hands through the sleeves and everything, like there's a lot of just like loose threads. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there's just like, oh, it actually, it came out. There's a lot of loose threads, a lot of like raw edges that look like over time they're gonna get super duper frayed and come undone and stuff. I don't know how to fix that. I don't have any like fray check or anything like that. I have my hobby glue, but that's like, that comes out in globs. I can't really control how much comes out of that as well as I would like. Um, so I'm not sure what to do about that. I'm sure people are probably gonna be like, go get fray tack from the store and you can do this and you can do that and da 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 da. But one, I am broke. I barely have enough money to pay rent and and for my and stuff like that. And two, um, I'm lazy. That is one of my many vices. I am lazy. Um, but I think if I just don't mess with the clothes too much, it should be fine. I was hoping that I could like take their clothes off more and like make them clothes and stuff, like make them little nightgowns and stuff like that. But after seeing all that like fraying fabric and stuff, I'm just like, oh, maybe I should just put their clothes on and just leave it at that, which makes me kind of sad because one of the reasons I got back into sewing a few days ago was because I ordered these guys, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna make them like more clothes and I'm gonna be able to dress them up and everything. And then I figure out that their clothes are, they're like decent quality. It's not like if it's not like they're immediately gonna disintegrate if I like mess with it wrong or anything like that. But um yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do as much of the stuff as I wanted to with them, but hopefully I get to do at least some stuff with them. It would be sad for me to have them and then just put them back in their box, which is kind of something I'm known for. Like, I haven't done anything with my McGreedy action figures since the unboxing and that one stop motion video that I did where I was basically just practicing my stop motion animations with him just throwing the bottle and stuff like that, which I'm sad about. But one, don't have enough time because I actually have a full-time job right now, so I'm working, like I'm working a full week, like 5 days a week, and also my job is 45 minutes away, so that's fun. On the highway. But And yeah, by the time I get home, I just want to sit and do nothing. I just go on my computer and look at videos and stuff. Or I'm on my phone fiddling with something. So um, yeah, work is tiresome, but it gets me money. So I need the money. But yeah, I hope I get to do more stuff with them. Like I plan to do like stop motions with them and stuff, or at least just like do some basic photography stuff with them. I have all these little remint like miniatures that I want to like I think would be like the perfect size for these guys. Actually, I have an open box over here. Remint stuff. Let me see. Let me see if it'll like fit the scale. Hold on. I want something with like food on it. Oh, this one has a little book in it. Hold on. Little teeny tiny book. Let's see how big that is. Okay. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's super cute. She could be like reading a little book. Oh, there's little birds on it. Oh, that's okay. All right, so yeah, there you go. And all right, so that's good. Remint. Oh, her bangs came off. Remint fits these little Blindbox BJDs. I think the listing on Amazon said these were like 6 centimeter dolls. Anything but the metric, anything that isn't the metric system, I don't understand. But but yeah, these are pretty small dolls. Like I would say like, hold on, I gotta get her hair back on. It fell off. I want to say like these are like maybe like Stacy doll sized. For those of you who are Barbie collectors, I think they're around Stacy's height. Maybe almost as tall as Skipper. Maybe they would like come up to her shoulders or something. I don't know the exact height measurements, and I don't know where the tape measure is. But yeah, they're pretty small. They're pretty short, but they're super cute. I like their big heads. Their big heads are really cute. So yeah, there's the vices of being someone who's so creative all the time is that you have so many ideas for videos and stuff, or maybe you don't have a YouTube channel and you just want to like draw or stuff like that, and you don't have enough time or materials or money or anything like that to do all this stuff. It's just all in your brain, and by the time you actually manage to have time to get to it, it's like you've lost the motivation. It's just gone, and you're just like, oh no. That's me all the time. I'm doing my job at work and I'm just constantly churning out ideas, and it drives me a little crazy. But a lot of the things I think up of anyways are just like spur of the moment things. They don't mean anything. But one of the ideas I had for these dolls was that I would have another doll, like not a Ken doll or anything like that, but like a custom doll that I would make for myself and things to like be their like caretaker. Like he's their dad and stuff, and he like makes them little lunches, and they would all have their own rooms and stuff like that. But it's like, one, don't have the materials to do any of that. Two, I have no time, and even when I do have time, it's just like I have no motivation to do anything. And three, I don't have the money to get the materials to do that stuff. Four, the whole idea was that this all idea came from like if I ever had a 3D printer, which I don't have, and they're stupid expensive. Even the ones that are like $100 on Amazon, super expensive. Point number 6, I've only used a 3D printer like once or twice. And that was when we were living across the pond, and there was this maker space where they had so many things you could do in that space, but you had to have a membership, and then you had to take classes. You had to take a class to understand what the thing you wanted to do how it worked and stuff. Like, so there was one for woodworking, there was one for working with like stained glass and leather working and all this really cool stuff. But I did the one with the 3D printers because I wanted to learn how to mess with a 3D printer and 3D print stuff. And after you read through like a whole bunch of PowerPoint slides, you then have to take a test. And one, you have to be there on time, which was, it wasn't that bad. I could literally just walk to and from town, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And then you had to pass that test. I think you could retake it again if you didn't pass, but I like to have things passed first try so I don't have to deal with it again. You also had to have a few different things, kind of like how you have to like renew your driver's license. You have to do like a proof of address and something like that. So that was already fun. But once you passed the test and you had the membership, you could go whenever you wanted during the office hours of the makerspace, and you could do anything you wanted with your thing that you took the class for. And I was the 3D printers. I unfortunately didn't do as much as I wanted to because, again, 1, lazy, and 2, we were living all the way in England. We had other stuff we wanted to do. So, and I also learned that dealing with a 3D printer is very complicated. So, and my lazy brain was like, if this is what it's like to care for a 3D printer for like 10 minutes just to like print something like that big. I had like a cheese wedge thing I had downloaded off of Thingiverse, and I'm just like, if that's just for 10 minutes, that's gonna be a whole lot harder to have one all the time. I completely admire the people who are able to have like 4 or 5 3D printers working all at once and figure out how it all works and stuff. I applaud you. More power to you. I aspire to be you, but I don't think that's ever going to happen for me. Another thing I'm not good at and have no experiences is 3D modeling. And that's one of the first things you have to figure out if you want to 3D print your own ball jointed dolls and stuff like that. You could do clay if you wanted. You could make one all out of clay and stuff, or you could just have a clay prototype and you could do like molds and stuff like that. There's a whole bunch of different ways you can do ball jointed dolls, but I was like, I want a 3D printer so I could just print it and be done, minus the sanding and everything and trying to string the things. But yeah, anyways, I wanted to have this male ball jointed doll character to act as these cutie patooties, as caretaker and everything like that, but I'm not going to be able to do that anytime soon. Or ever, maybe. Maybe if this YouTube thing takes off and I'm able to get like money from ad revenue on here and I can have more money and do more of this stuff while also having my other job, which I'm a dog washer, I'm a dog bather, that doesn't really pay that much, but it's a living wage. I have enough to at least pay in most of the important things, if I have self-control, that is. $20 at the Lego store for 3 minifigures, 2 boxes of 3 minifigures, because those things are $10 to build, but still. Anyways, Lego's expensive, and I have no self-control when it comes to Legos, but Anyways, getting off track again. I always do this. But yeah, anyways, I have a lot of things I wanted to do with these little figures that I wanted to do when I got them. Probably never gonna do them because I have no motivate. I barely have any motivation. I'm lazy and I have no time. The only time I do have is on Saturdays and Mondays where I have no work, and even then I'm just like I have no motivation to do anything unless my parents drag me to go to the grocery store with them or something like that. And yeah, so that stuff's probably not gonna happen, which makes me sad, but it's also kind of my fault too because I'm lazy. But anyways, this getting a little depressing and stuff, but yeah, so this is gonna be like little Tina or Tilly, whatever. Those two names really fit her really good, so maybe one of those ones. Excuse me. I said I was gonna do more of these dolls, so, and we're like, what, 26 minutes into this video? This is a long video, I'm so sorry. And so this one again is Muse Choco. Definitely gonna change her name because I'm not gonna be calling her that the whole time. And they deserve better names than just being called random stuff, you know? Let's see who else we got here. This one, she's super cute. I really like her. She's more pastel pink with her little dress, and it's got little lace on it, and her hair is yellow to orange ombre. Super cute. Her name is Mango Lulu, which is kind of cute. Kind of a cute name. I don't know if I'll change that. Maybe I'll just keep Lulu and have another M name in front of it to like have her like have two names, you know? Kind of like how some people like name their kids like David Michael or something like that. And then this one. Oh, I like her too. She's really cute. This one, she's super adorable. I really like her too. Her mouth, she's like, yeah, let's go have fun. She kind of gives me like coffee shop aesthetics. I think her name is actually, yeah, Mocha Lolo. So she's kind of like coffee shop kind of vibes. And she's just a big poofy dress. It's like beige and brown with some lace, and she has like little chocolates in her hair, which I thought was super duper cute. Her eyes are like bright yellow, like super yellow, and her eyelashes are pink. I don't know how the theming goes for these sorts of things, but if it works, it works. Yes, she's super cute. I might keep her name as Mocha as well. And then the last two. Hold on. Put that down there. This one is Sakura. She's super duper cute. She's also another one I really wanted. She has like a little kimono style dress, which is super cute. And she has like braids that come down over her shoulders. That was actually a little tricky. So when I was putting her dress on, I had to like kind of wedge the dress underneath her braids and stuff like that. But I got it on eventually, and she looks super cute. It's very, very light pink. You can barely see it. Like pink and white. And she's got a little barrette in her hair. This has got a little macaron on it. It's so cute. I love her so much. She's one of my favorites. She's got like a little flower on her little waistband too. And she's got little teeny tiny bows on her braids. I love it. So cute. And her name is gonna stay Sakura because I like it. And then this last one is one that I showed these to my dad after I unboxed all of them, and he actually liked this one. He liked the colors. This one is called Milkshake with a space in the middle. I don't understand why, but yeah, she's got like a little green and yellow dress. Her card and character art on the box has the yellow part is more of like a key lime green. So I don't know why the fabric isn't the same color, but then again, box art is not always the same as like the actual product. And her little expression, she's like a little shy and super cute. She's got a cute little bow right there, and then she's got some little teeny tiny barrettes right there. And I really like her eyes too. They're like key lime green, almost yellow, which is super cute. Although for her bangs are actually extremely loose. When I first took all the stuff off of her, when I first unboxed her, like her bangs fell right off. Unlike everybody else's where they just clip right in and they stay in. So I don't know how to deal with that. I obviously don't want to glue it on because then it's never going to come off, and then I'm never going to be able to like fix her elastic if she ever starts to get loose or anything like that. So I'm afraid that I'm just not going to do much with her because of how loose it is. I really don't want to do that because I like her as much as I like all the other cuties in this one, but oh well. Oh yeah, she also has a little bow on the back of her hair. This is super cute. A little layered bow back there. And yeah, she's definitely going to get her name changed from Milkshake because that's kind of silly. But yeah, so that is everybody. There was a chance of getting a secret one in this one called Cheese BEEMAI. And on the listing on Amazon, it actually showed the box art, like pictures on the website actually showed you what her box art looked like. It wasn't like whited out like this. It was like actually what it showed you. And she was actually pretty cute. If I'm not mistaken, she was really cute. And she had like the longest dress. It like goes all the way down to her ankles. And she had like these huge little pigtail braids, kind of like Sakura and everything. And she was super cute. I would have liked to have had her, but there was like a rare chance I was going to get her anyways. And I'm like, if I don't get her, it's fine. I'll have everybody else. I wanted the whole set anyways. So if I don't get her, that's fine. I'll have everybody else. So, yeah. So yeah, that was a more in-depth video on these little figurines. And I'm sorry this went on as long as it did. When I start to ramble, I don't stop. And I'm not good at editing these videos, so there's no way this is going to be edited down and me getting rid of all my ramblings and everything. But I don't know exact timestamps. So, but if I figure it out, I might be able to put the timestamps in the video description for when I actually start going through all the dolls, like better and in like I promised. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification icon so you never miss a video. And hopefully you'll be seeing more of these girlies. And hopefully I can get into a better upload schedule. I had a good upload schedule going when I was doing my cooking videos, but then all of a sudden it just started to go downhill. So yeah, hopefully I can get back to a better upload schedule and figure out the cameras and stuff. But I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you're having an awesome day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.